Hello everyone. So yes, Elite Expertise offers a 94% whooping pass rate in KAPS exam. In their very first attempt, we've got like 121 plus students who have cleared the KAPS exam in their attempt in the March 2024 KAPS. But yes, there are those students who failed the KAPS exam in their very first attempt as well. Let me tell you the story of these two girls who were associated with us before we were working for another coaching academy, and they couldn't make their KAPS exam paper 1 in their very first attempt. They cleared paper 2. Surprisingly, paper 1 is said to be the easiest compared to paper 2 in the KAPS preparation, but apparently these two girls belong to the same center and they couldn't clear paper 1 in the first attempt. But they didn't give up. They tried again, worked harder, and got well versed with knowledge which is required for this exam, and they cleared this exam in their second attempt, just the paper 1 which they have missed. So yes, failures are common in the licensing exams, and it is pretty much acceptable because considering the toughness. I know a pharmacist who is brilliant and who has failed his intern pharmacist oral exam in Australia in his very first attempt, and now he is a cardiology specialist pharmacist working in a very reputable hospital, in public health hospital in Australia. So failures are of course stepping stone for success. I would want to tell, like, a lot of people are asking me, if they clear one paper and they couldn't clear the other paper, what should they study? So if you have given KAPS, you must have realized that paper 1, paper 2 will have overlapping subjects. Okay, some concepts of paper 2 will directly appear in paper 1, and paper 1, some basic foundation questions from paper 1 will appear in paper 2. So you can't really distinguish between two papers except for some subjects, which I'm going to tell today. With the paper 1, you will have two parts: pharmaceutical chemistry 30%, physiology and pharmacology, which is 70%. And the paper 2, you will have pharmaceutics, which constitutes the calculations and etc. Non-therapy area, which is 30%, and the therapeutic part will play a major role, which is 70%. And you have to get 50% in each of this. Suppose if you're giving paper 1, pharmaceutical chemistry has 30% weightage, and you have to score at least half of it, 15 marks, to clear paper 1 in both chemistry and physiology and pharmacology. Okay, and in the same way for pharmaceutics, 50% 6 you have to clear and 50% therapeutics you have to clear. In case if you miss this, any one of the papers, what to study, what not to study for exclusively preparing for one paper is what I'm going to discuss about. If you have failed paper 1 in KAPS, the only thing you can ignore or you don't need to study is pharmaceutical calculations. Okay, but rest of the entire content of the pharmacy syllabus, except for pharmaceutical calculations, which come only in paper 2, you have to have a knowledge of everything, because some concepts of pharmaceutics might overlap in the pharmaceutical chemistry from paper 2, and they might come in paper 1. So if you fail paper 1, the only thing you can stop studying is pharmaceutical calculations. You have to study everything else. Coming to paper 2, if you have failed paper 2, the only thing you can ignore or stop studying is the structures of the chemistry, pharmaceutical chemistry. Only the structures you can ignore, pharmaceutical chemistry structures, but you have to study the entire concepts of chemistry as well, because the overlapping concepts from pharmaceutics and pharmaceutical chemistry of paper 1 might come in paper 2. So you have to study everything except for pharmaceutical chemistry related structures only. The concepts of chemistry you should be having a thorough knowledge to clear paper 2, because paper 1 has physiology and pharmacology, which might overlap in paper 2 in the therapy part, and the pharmaceutics content of paper 2 might overlap in the chemistry. You can't ignore the entire preparation. Okay, so hopefully you would customize, you tailor your preparation according to your needs, and definitely this time you will make it in this attempt if you have missed any one of the papers of the KAPS exam. I wish all aspirants a all the best. Thank you.